Chelsea play against Atalanta today in a Champions League match. And lo and behold, we don't have a number 9. After Liam Delap was injured in that match against Bournemouth. So Enzo Maresca has already alluded to the fact that Chelsea Football Club are not going on a striker hunt in January window. So where does that leave us as Chelsea? We're back to square one. We have our false nines, of course, in Joao Pedro. We've got Pedro Neto. We also have Marc Guiu. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of Joao Pedro, really. You know, this guy actually blew us away in the Club World Cup. We thought, my goodness, we have arrived. We've got our number 9 now. But since then, and then he got injured, and then since then, he hasn't really been scoring. He's been going game to game, struggling. I really don't know what to make of him, really. I don't know whether it's a lack of confidence or it's just match fitness. So we really need Joao Pedro, the old Joao Pedro that we saw in the Club World Cup, to be back as soon as possible, because the fixtures that we have, they are piling up. And we understand that Liam Delap is going to be out for about 6 to 8 weeks. So my goodness me, without a bona fide striker, Joao Pedro really needs to pull his socks up. We also have Marc Guiu, but I really don't know what to make of Marc Guiu, really, because I haven't really seen this guy playing consistently in an Enzo Maresca team, because he comes in the last 5 minutes, the last 4 minutes. So we haven't really seen him playing a full match except against Bournemouth. And I don't want to judge him on that. It was just one game. I don't want to judge him on that. I really like him though. He's just like a bulldozing lad, isn't he? Just running around and harassing defenders. I like that in him. Or what I want to see now from Marc is the end product. And then we've got Pedro Neto. I like Pedro Neto. He's tried and tested. When he's played in that 9 position, I also know that he's got an end product. So I am more comfortable with Pedro Neto at number 9 for now, until until I don't know, until Liam Delap comes back. And I know that Enzo Maresca has said they are not going to buy any new strikers as such in January, and there's no chance of them recalling Emmanuel Emeka. He is absolutely blowing it up, isn't it, at Strasbourg? He will be good to come in January, but we know that it's not going to happen because he will be coming later in the summer. So we have got to make do with what we have at the moment. Joao Pedro, Pedro Neto, and Marc Guiu. Guys, who do you want to see in the front? For myself personally, I will be happy if Pedro Neto is at the front, and then these guys can come in later to support him. I don't know what you think, guys, because it's a dicey situation, isn't it? Chelsea has got to bounce back and win this match against Atlanta, because if they don't, there is a lot of teams with 10 points. Atlanta also has got 10 points. A lot of teams with 10 points, and then a lot of teams with 9 points. So they have got to make sure that they stay as close as possible to to the to the 8th position, because if they drop out of the 8th position, that means they'll be playing a lot of games as well. And with this squad, and the depth of this squad is not entirely convincing for me. I really don't want them to be playing extra games because they're not within the top 8 in the Champions League. So it's all to play for in this match. They need to win. And in any case, as Chelsea fans, we want to see a result. The Bournemouth match and the Leeds match has actually put a dagger to our hearts. We really want to see a result. We want to see how they're going to bounce back and make us happy again. I don't know, guys. I really haven't had a look at the Chelsea app to see who is in the starting lineup. But for myself, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that at least Pedro Neto is at the front. And then we know that Enzo is going to rotate anyway. You'll be rotating these guys left, right, and center. So, but anyway, for today, I really want to see Pedro Neto in the starting lineup as our starting 9. I don't know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. And please, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Always happy when Chelsea wins. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please look after yourself. And I pray that you're safe. Until we see you again after this Atlanta match, at the Chelsea, as always.